Hello and welcome to this new IELTS Micro-skills series. In this series we're specifically looking at listening and spelling what we hear. And the reason that I've put this series together is that I've had a few requests from my other IELTS videos, people saying that they really find spelling out English words difficult and that they wanted some extra practice. So I've put this series together to give you some extra practice. In particular, the skills that we're practicing in this video and indeed the rest of this series as it evolves will be relevant for listening part 4 of your IELTS exam, where you may be required to listen to somebody speaking and then fill out a form with some details. So that's what we're practicing here. And what we're going to do is I've got a selection of 10 words that I've chosen randomly by flicking through a dictionary. I've chosen longish words, and some of them might be words that are new to you or not particularly familiar. I've done that intentionally to make the job harder for you. So your task is to listen, and as I spell out the words, you just need to write down what you hear. And we're going to check each word after we've spelt the word. The reason that we're going to do it this way, rather than checking all of them at the end, is that you're going to be able to get instant feedback as we go through the video on what you've got right and what you've got wrong. And that's how we build up your skill with this, is getting the feedback, noticing which elements of the alphabet are harder for you. So get a pen and a piece of paper and let's get stuck in. So, if you haven't got your pen and paper, pause the video and then press play when you're ready. The first word, I want you to spell this word and then we'll check it together. S-U-S-P-I-C-I-O-U-S. So have a moment to compare what you heard with what you see here. And what I want you to do is circle, highlight or underline any mistakes that you've made. And I'm going to read the word out again now that you can see it. And I want you to just check it over and notice where the mistakes happened. So follow with me. S-U-S-P-I-C-I-O-U-S. Suspicious. So just notice if you made any mistakes. We're going to move on to example 2 when you're ready. So listen and write down what you hear me spell. F-A-I-R-G-R-O-U-N-D. Okay, there's the word. So again, compare what you've written with what you see here, noticing any mistakes, and follow along as I read it out again, just to see if you can catch where you went wrong. So F-A-I-R-G-R-O-U-N-D. Fairground. Okay, example 3, when you're ready, write down what you hear. E-N-T-E-R-P-R-I-S-I-N-G. Here we have it. So as before, just notice any mistakes and write a little mark under them or highlight them, whatever works for you. Let's just review it. E-N-T-E-R-P-R-I-S-I-N-G. Enterprising. Example 4. L-I-E-U-T-E-N-A-N-T. Here we have it. I'll read it again whilst you check it. L-I-E-U-T-E-N-A-N-T. Lieutenant. Example 5. S-M-U-G-G-L-E-R. Maybe this one caught you out with the double G. I'll read it again. S-M-U-G-G-L-E-R. Smuggler. Equally, I could have read this S-M-U-G-G-L-E-R, but it's a bit hard to do that, so people tend to say double G, smuggler. Example 6 when you're ready. B-O-D-Y-B-U-I-L-D-I-N-G. And here we have it. I'll read it again. Check your mistakes. B-O-D-Y-B-U-I-L-D-I-N-G. Bodybuilding. Example 7. D-I-S-C-O-U-R-A-G-E-D. I'll read it again. Check carefully. D-I-S-C-O-U-R-A-G-E-D. Discouraged. Example 8. M-A-N-N-E-Q-U-I-N. Here we have it. Let's check. M-A-N-N-E-Q-U-I-N. Mannequin. So again, we had an example of a double N. I could have said M-A-N-N-E-Q-U-I-N. That would have been fine. But again, repeating a letter in quick succession is a bit of a mouthful, so we often say double. Example 9. O-R-N-A-M-E-N-T. I'll read it again. O-R-N-A-M-E-N-T. Ornament. And example 10. T-R-A-M-P-O-L-I-N-E. Again, T-R-A-M-P-O-L-I-N-E. Trampoline. There we have it. So we've had 10 example words. Hopefully, as you wrote them down and then checked them, you should now have in front of you a sheet of paper with a really clear indication, just from these 10 examples, of some of the errors that you might make with this kind of activity. If you haven't made any mistakes, well done, first of all. It's probably more likely that you will have made a few though, and that's great because that means you now know what you need to practice. So identify if there's a pattern. For example, are you finding it really difficult to hear the difference between M and N, for example? Or are you making mistakes with your vowels, maybe putting an I instead of an E, that kind of thing? Spend some time analysing your mistakes. That's the best way to move forward. I'm going to be making a whole set of these videos, assuming that people find them useful. So keep an eye on the channel over coming weeks and there'll be more opportunity for you to practice this skill. So if you found that useful, go ahead and hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment below, let me know whether or not you think this could be a useful series, and if you found it useful, go ahead and share it on your social media. Keep an eye out for the playlist. This is the first video, so there isn't really a playlist yet, but it's going to evolve over coming weeks. There's the link to the homepage. If you haven't already, you should go and check it out. There are lots of other useful resources there, not only for IELTS, but also for pronunciation work. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.